HS Game Time.
Pep rocks. The show starts now.
And welcome to a very special Saturday night edition of HS Game Time Live as we break down the Central Division Football Championship as well as the East Valley title game as Jurupa Hills took on St. Margaret's for the East Valley title and Heritage took on the Rancho Verde for the Central Division Championship. Dennis Pope standing by to break down that Jurupa Hills St. Margaret's battle, but we start at the Rancho Verde for the Central Division title as they hosted the Patriots. Javier Cabrera directing the show tonight. Go ahead and roll those highlights as the Mustangs were taking on the Patriots. The fourth straight trip to the finals for the Rancho Verde. They won it all in 2011. Heritage looking for its first CIF title. The Mustangs using their horsepower to run out to a big lead. The Green-Eyed Dragon, Keyshawn Slaughter, caps off Rancho Verde's opening drive with a touchdown. Second drive of the game, it's Sharon Jones to Marlon Archer for the touchdown. Just like that, 12-zip Mustangs. Still in the first quarter, Jonesy, a.k.a. Hercules, to Marcus Young. And just like that, it's 20-0 Rancho Verde in the lead in the first quarter. To the second, Heritage finally gets on the board with this Lima High Hefo touchdown, and that makes it 20-7. Still in the second quarter, here comes the Mustangs. They've got the ball, but here comes Heritage's defense. A huge defensive play for Matthew Palmer. The interception, Palmer's 10th of the season. And the Patriots would capitalize off their favorite pastry, the turnover. On the ensuing offensive drive for the Heritage Patriots is Brett Virgil breaking off this 45-yard touchdown run, and Heritage makes it a 20-14 game. But before the half, the Rancho Verde strikes again. Jones calls his own number, finds the paint, and the Mustangs led 26-14 at the half. Now we move to the third quarter. Heritage closing the gap when Virgil 2.0 finds Erod Evan Rodriguez for the touchdown. It's now a 26-21 game. But less than 40 seconds later, the Mustangs get it cracking. Jones to Archer for the touchdown. The Rancho Verde goes up 33-21. I think that was the LeBron James dance. But there's still plenty of fight from the Patriots. Start of the fourth quarter, Hefo muscles in for another score, making it 33-27. And now it's Heritage driving late in the game, facing fourth down on Rancho Verde's 29-yard line. It's Virgil to Erod. Once again with the extra point, Heritage goes up 34-33. Brett Virgil, he's greeted by his older brother Chad Virgil on there on the sidelines. Chad was a quarterback at Heritage as well a couple years ago. Well, Rancho Verde gets the ball back. They drive down the field, attempting about a 35-yard field goal with about 7 seconds left. But the Pats, Reggie Murphy got a hand on that kick, and that's how this one will end. Heritage is your 2013 Central Division champion, winning an instant classic against the Rancho Verde. 34-33, the final score in this one. After going down early by 20 points, the Patriots battle back for a thrilling 1-point win against the Mustangs. Let's come back here live in studio. A great game out there at the Rancho Verde High School as Heritage wins its first CIF title. A very emotional night for head coach Craig Broach and his Patriots. We caught up to the champions from the Central Division just shortly after the game, and here's what they had to say about winning CIF.
We just kept fighting. We got Lima High Hefo. That dude's crazy, man. He's going D1. And we just did our thing. We just didn't quit.
This feels great. I let my brother support. I wouldn't be here without my brother, especially Coach Roach and the team. And with my brother here, I just feel like he's a part of me, and just when I go on the field, he helps me out with everything, and this is the least.
So you guys combined for the game-winning touchdown, and I saw you, Brett. You found your brother as soon as you threw that. Erod, you go nuts. First Brett with you, that game-winning touchdown. Talk about that.
We talked about that play before. I made a mistake. That's what happened with the interception. So we came back to it when it was needed, and I know I could always trust Evan. He has great hands and everything, and I came out to play.
Well, man, I went off sides in the first couple plays before that play, and I had to get my redemption. And as soon as Brett came to the huddle and caught the play, I knew how to run my fastest, get open, and just catch the ball. And that's what happens. And I cut the ball, we scored a touchdown, we won that, baby. H-Town all day.
And that was fourth down, right? That was a fourth down.
That was a fourth down play. This is my boy Brett, sophomore QB, man. Oh, thanks, Pep.
Our team's all about heart, you know, and we're all about heart at Heritage. And down 20-0, we just stuck our head in the ground and we just did our thing.
First CIF football title for Heritage. How does this feel to be that first team to do it?
You know, it's just a blessing. All glory to God and my O-line. That's it.
But we just kept on playing, and the guys just kept on playing and making plays, and even after we came back, it was just awesome. I can't explain it.
So we just heard from Matthew Palmer, Evan Rodriguez, Brett Virgil, Lima Haifo, and of course the head coach Craig Broach as Heritage celebrating its first CIF championship. Dennis Pope, you were covering Jurupa Hills taking on St. Margaret's for the East Valley Division title. Before we let the cat out of the bag, let's check out some of the highlights and see if Jurupa Hills would be celebrating like the Patriots were. So Javier, let's go ahead and roll those highlights. The East Valley Division championship game. Here come the Spartans. And Spartans, prepare for glory. A little foreshadowing there. Pick things up in the second quarter. Corday Roberts flips the field, and he's going to run for a big gain. Do you remember this play, Pope, by Corday Roberts?
It's amazing. I thought when he came to my sideline and the play was over, he twisted and turned and got all the way back around about the, looks like about the 30, 37 or so.
Yeah, he's a playmaker for Jurupa Hills. Then it's DJ Wright finishing the drive with a run into the end zone, and Jurupa Hills led 10-7 at that point. Later in the second quarter, Ron Becerra getting the call here for Jurupa Hills. Nice gain, and that would lead to this. Another Wright touchdown. All right, all right, all right. 17-7 Jurupa Hills. Still in the second quarter, it's more Wright action. His third touchdown of the game. Pope, 24-7 at this point after this touchdown coming up.
Yep.
I mean, he's pretty much a one-man wrecking ball. He can do a lot of things, and he's probably a defensive back at the next level from what I hear. Such a great athlete. Then it's Corday Roberts coming up with a big run here for Jurupa Hills. Once again, the Spartans were leading 24-7 at this point. And here comes Wright once again after that scrum. St. Margaret's trying to stop the Jurupa Hills attack. Here comes Wright again. Such a great athlete, taking this almost to the doorstep here. And then that would set up this. DeAndre Henderson going in for the touchdown, 31-10 Jurupa Hills at that point. And then Garrett Whitten getting a pick here for the Spartans defense. And that would set up Wright for some more rushing yards. Another big gain here, and that would set up Corday Roberts coming up with another score for Jurupa Hills. The Spartans go on to win 41-17. They are your East Valley Division champions.
It's surreal. It was surreal. It's just unexplainable, you know, to finally achieve something. It's like, man, we've been trying for so long. The team been trying so long. You know, we went from 1-7, 1-9 to actually having a good record and competing and going out there and showing what we could do. It's great.
The offense, they were really performing today. My O-line was doing good. I could trust my receivers. And then my running backs were breaking when they needed to. So I think offense is really good overall.
I feel like I should break every bone because we came out here, worked hard. They was down the first couple of years, and they wanted this bad. So I told them, I'll break every bone for y'all to get this ring. And that's what I came out here and did.
So congratulations to Jurupa Hills, your East Valley Division champions. And yeah, we got them right here, Pope. The final score was?
41-24. St. Margaret's tacked on one there at the end with about 35 seconds left in the game.
All right, so Jurupa Hills winning and also winning in impressive fashion.
Yeah, they dominated from the start. They never trailed except for they got behind 10-3 and then they tied the score. I'm sorry, excuse me, 7-3 and then they went up 10-7 and from then on it was all Jurupa Hills. Damian Wright, he spreads it out and he punches you up the middle when he can. So he and Corday Roberts connected 13 times for 213 some odd yards. And just that one touchdown there at the end, a 29-yarder with about 5 minutes left in the game. And they have three running backs that, you know, they complement each other well. And then you toss in DJ Wright, you know, occasionally he'll get 2 or 3 yards and he'll break a tackle and get about 4 or 5 more, and that's how he gets the majority of his yards. He didn't really show his breakaway speed so much tonight, but he showed elusiveness, and I think, you know, that at the next level that's what will be important for him. Now he's only a junior; he's still got another year left to, you know, become a better quarterback and maybe get a couple more looks at the college level that way. But I think, you know, we talked about it earlier. He's projected as a defensive back.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously doing great things at quarterback, but people see him and they're like, wow, they're just salivating over his athleticism, and he could be an awesome defensive back or something at the next level. And as you mentioned, he's only a junior. Now, Jurupa Hills moves to the San Andreas League, which will put them in the Eastern Division next year. But so to cap off their final season in the East Valley Division, they get the job done, and the #1 seed, I guess they were expected, right, to run the table in this division.
And they had a little bit of trouble, too, in the semis against Western Christian. DJ Wright had to come up big there in the last 7 seconds with a touchdown to win the game. A little more comfortable tonight. St. Margaret's only dressed 29 guys. They only played about 26 or 27 of those. So it's hard to match up. And St. Margaret's even knew, some of the players were talking before the game. They already knew that Jurupa Hills was moving up a division. They kind of knew what they were up against. So I don't think anybody was surprised by the score.
And Jurupa Hills, you mentioned DJ Wright, but we also saw some defensive plays as well. Pretty balanced team. I mean, they've got a lot of playmakers. We've talked about Roberts and Wright, but they've got a lot of playmakers.
Defensively, that's where the majority of their leadership and seniors are. So I would expect quite a bit of turnover there. But, with DJ Wright coming back and a couple of receivers coming back, I think, they can still make some noise in the San Andreas League next year. They're certainly as competitive as, maybe
Carter, Rialto, somewhere in there.
I think, probably in the mix. Probably a step above a Royal Valley, but not quite at San G's level. San G, of course, elevated themselves this year. But
absolutely.
So I think Jurupa Hills can make the playoffs in the Eastern Division next year. I think that's a possibility for them. I think for them to reach for another division title game would be a stretch, but I think that they're going to be competitive for years to come. They play in a beautiful facility. I don't know if you've ever been out there.
I have been. It's one of the best. Yeah, there's football stadiums.
So they have the facilities, they have the backing, and they have the players coming back to maybe make some noise again.
And this is, relatively speaking, a young school.
Right. This is just their 4th year.
Yeah. I mean, so the upswing. It looks like they're gradually going places very quickly. I mean, most people have to take baby steps, and it seems like they're
leaps and bounds.
Accelerating this this process, and already a CIF championship to their credit. Any final notes from Jurupa Hills that you'd like to add?
Ed McMillan, their head coach, he was kind of at a loss for words after the game. He didn't know what to say. He was like, "It's going to take me time to digest what we've done here." He said, "One thing that I do know is that Damian Wright has become a real leader of this team." And he's just looking forward to seeing how he progresses in the next season.
And that's what you want from your quarterback. You want a leader.
And you want him back the next year, right? After you win a championship, you'd like to have him back.
Absolutely. So. That's certainly something that a positive as Jurupa Hills moves forward. But for now, they're going to celebrate this CIF championship. All right, so congratulations to Jurupa Hills as well as Heritage for winning CIF championships on Saturday night. And we'll keep you posted on Sunday here at HS Game Time. Check back to the website to see if Centennial or possibly another school can sneak in to the state playoffs. Possibly. We'll see. We'll see what happens. For Dennis Pope, I'm Pep Fernandez, and we'll see you next time on HS Game Time.